Hi Leo, welcome to your 7 key messages. So we're going to take a look at your 7 key messages. So this is a divine spread, it's truly a good one. So like the video and comment, and if you want to book in your own, it's in the description. Okay, you can also check out your other signs, so that really does help. Moon and ascendant, lots of messages here. Okay, career is coming up, so I'm going to take these because I feel like they fell out for a reason. Okay, so career is definitely coming up for you and some kind of choice that you need to make at this time, but it looks like it's coming up as career and money. Okay, maybe it's career, money and love. Let's take a look. Okay, so for the Leo man, there could be some kind of relationship, but I feel like this relationship could be weighing you down. If you're dealing with a Cancer, I feel like this person is moving forward. For the Leo woman, if you've got Cancer in your chart, I feel like there's a need to move forward. Okay, some of you are in some kind of job, and right now there's problems with debt, there's problems with money. The divine is telling you that it's time to focus on a second income stream, or it's time to focus on a new career. Okay, I feel like for the Leo man, I feel like there might be a woman in your life who this woman is causing you problems. Maybe this person can't let go. Okay. So for the Leos right now, I feel like you're in some kind of job. The Seven of Pentacles is kind of more of a matrix job. So this is a job we do to make ends meet. But the Two of Pentacles, the divine is saying, trust yourself. It's time to follow your heart when it comes to your career. So there's a need to do a side hustle in some way. And some of you might have been in a long-standing career, and the message is you're thinking about something new. I think you're bored. The Seven of Pentacles, like this is you. 7 is you. You rule the heart chakra. I think you're bored. Some of you are bored in a marriage or a relationship, or you're bored in a career. So the Chariot is moving on. They're moving forward in some way. But there seems to be either a lack of faith or lack of trust. So you're in a job, you want to start a business, but you're not trusting yourself. So because you're not trusting yourself, you're not taking that action. Right? So when we trust ourselves, we'll put it into action. When we're lacking faith, we won't put it into action. We'll just stay in the Seven of Pentacles. But I feel like for the Leos, there is either a hustle or another opportunity that could lead to a lot of wealth. It could lead to a lot of money. I'm also just getting Leos who want to follow the heart. Look at this, green, 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 green. So the divine guidance at this time is follow your heart, not your head. You know, there is a time to follow your head, and then sometimes you just need to follow your heart, even if it makes no sense. Some of you, it could be your heart is telling you to leave a marriage and to choose someone who's more in alignment with who you are. I'm getting boredom in a marriage. I'm getting bored in a job. Right? Someone has got regrets here. The Five of Cups. So if we talked about this in your last read. There's another read. I'll try to link it, but it's on the channel. And we talked about this person who's obsessed with you. So it could be for Leo, somebody, because they can't let go, they're trying to hold you back. Okay? But it's time to move. The Chariot is someone who's moving towards victory. They're ready for battle. This can be a new car as well. So maybe there's some kind of promotion, or there's some kind of windfall in some kind of way, and the Chariot is a new car. So this could also be where you set goals for yourself. In other words, sometimes so that we'll do the side hustle or we'll start the business, we need some kind of goal. And maybe the goal is a car, a house. This could be the 7th house. So maybe it's a house, maybe it's a car, maybe it's making some kind of mood board that inspires you to put the work in. Right? You need things to aim towards, because that'll inspire you to take action. Right? I feel like if you're in a relationship or you're in a marriage, it's kind of dead. So you've got two choices. You can either try to spruce it up and work on it. I feel like some of you, this partner, this person is like trying to hold on to you, but I think you're done. I think you want new energy, like growth. You feel like with this person you're stagnant, you're stuck, like there's no growth, you know? And at the end of the day, like, some people who don't mind boring relationships, right, it doesn't bother them. But some people, they want to be with somebody who they're growing with, they're elevating with, they're moving forward with, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. I do think some people, they get in relationships and then they think it's okay if they just stay as they are. You know, it's like, oh, well, I've got the person now, so I don't need to grow, I don't need to impress them, I just can just be who I am. It's like, and then if you leave that person, then you're made to look like the bad guy. It's like, you're like a dead person. You know, because when we first meet a person, they kind of lay it on thick. And then you get to know them and they get stuck in the comfort zone and it's like, no, I'm sorry. So I wouldn't feel guilty. If you're not growing with this person, if this person's not willing to change, if this person's not, then no, it has to end, you know? Don't let them gaslight you. Some of you might be dealing with a Virgo, Gemini, or water sign. Okay, so this is also someone who wants a second chance. So either you want a second chance with someone, or this person could want a second chance with you, because the Five of Cups with the Two of Pentacles is, when it comes to matters of the heart, somebody wants a second chance. Okay? So let's get more information here. The Star. But I feel like this is a person who wants to live an inspired life. The Star is a star. This can be starting a TikTok, or it can be wanting to be a star in your field. But the Star is somebody who, they want to be unique. They want to reach for the stars, right? They don't want to live some basic hedonistic life and call it living. And there's nothing wrong with that. So for Leos right now, if you're listening to your heart and you're coming from the right place, I wouldn't feel bad, right? Leave people where they are, but also go to where you want to go. Chariot, okay? The Seven of Wands. I feel like someone cheated. I keep hearing that like really strongly. So I feel like someone cheated and they might want a second chance. The question is, can the trust be rebuilt? If you cheated, you might be trying to get someone back, but maybe this person just can't find it within them to forgive you. For the Leo woman, you could be dealing with a Gemini, or you could be dealing with a Taurus. I feel like this person wants to come back. They want to make things right. But I do think you need to be smart at this time, because remember what we talked about, like this person might just be trying to work the way back in. They might not actually have changed, right? Three of Pentacles. But the divine is telling you it's time to listen to your heart. You keep asking these questions. You keep being in your head. But the divine is saying, listen to your heart and trust yourself. Okay? They're also saying it's time to set boundaries with somebody in your life. It's time to stand up to somebody in your life. They're telling you you can manifest what you want, which is a new car, new house. Okay. And I do think that some of you might be trying to go back to somebody, but I feel like this person's moved on. So if you was the person who betrayed somebody, or if you was the person who let somebody down, I feel like this person has moved. They don't want you to continue to pursue them. Because I do think Leos sometimes, like if you're out of your power, you can try to be very dominant. And I feel like somebody just, they don't want you to take action. So this is somebody who's at a distance, or it could be no contact like this, or this is a person who's being distant. If you're messaging people and people are not responding, take that as an indication that they want distance, right? Always remember, what people don't say is also conversation. You know, if you love and care for people, you make time for those people. Doesn't matter how busy you are. When people ignore us or they shelve us, it shows where we are in that person's life. But I'm getting a message for Leos that I think you're the one who is like trying to initiate something, trying to fight for something, and I feel like this person doesn't want you to. And so the divine is saying it's time to maybe pull back into your own boundaries. Sometimes we have to have boundaries with ourselves. So people talk a lot about boundaries with other people. Sometimes you have to have boundaries with yourself, right? You're dropping your standards, you're not respecting yourself, maybe you're crossing lines with people, and so you need to pull back into your own boundaries. Okay, so what else does the divine want Leo to know at this time? Six of Cups. So this is interesting. I think I might do a bonus read for Leos in love on the membership. So if you want to see it, check it out in the description box below. It'll be up soon. Because I feel like there's something going on here. There is some kind of divine connection for Leo. This can be a past life relationship. I feel like this is, see the Lovers with the Six of Cups. So this could be also someone who needs to balance the love life with the career. Because I do think some of you, Leo, have got someone very special in your life. And maybe you might underappreciate this person and lose this person. But we'll look at that in your love read. But I feel like, again, the past is coming up here. Someone from the past wanting to come back in. The divine is just saying, have they really learned the lesson? Is it smart to go back into this? The Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune is all about, it's karma and it's lessons. So this could be learning your lessons. And there's something here around the divine wants you to know, around priority, around what matters to you at this time. You know, so you've got home, you've got family, you've got children, you've got career. So it's all about timing, and it's all about what matters to you at this time. Two of Cups. But I love this for you because, especially as it's a divine read, like there is a message here around choosing yourself and choosing the people who choose you. You know? I'm getting you go into business with a friend and it becomes a very successful business. Maybe the friend is a Cancer, because Cancer's coming up strongly here. So for Leo, there's something around a Cancer man, Cancer woman. There's something to do where this is a person who can lead you to victory. You know, sometimes we can't do it on our own. That we need another person, you know. I'm also getting people who had illness or they had cancer and they're in remission, they're in healing. In other words, they've healed the cancer, because there's cancer everywhere here. And then you've got the Star. The other side of the coin is, if it's you and you've had that type of illness in the past, there can be fear. Fear it's going to come back, fear. But also, I think when you've been through real life experiences like that, it puts things into perspective. Some of you could be dealing with a family member or somebody who's going through cancer. So it's all about making sure you spend time with that person, making sure you've got no regrets, making sure your priorities are straight, so there's no regrets. So the message with the divine right now for you is to follow your heart and to trust yourself. But I love this for you. You have got some kind of business idea. Some of you have got a long-standing friend. I feel like this is a person who, if you join partnership, you could build something great. Something really good. And then there's something here around like choices and needing to make smart choices, making the right choices, staying balanced. But I'm going to say that Leos have got a big decision to make, and the divine is telling you, listen to your fucking heart. We live in a generation of people who they love the mind, they love think, and it's like the heart has its own answers, it has its own wisdom, and you rule the heart chakra. And I feel like that's what you need to do. You need to shut the mind down and you need to listen to your heart, because it already knows. You know if this is your person, you know if this is not your person, you know what the right decision is to make. There is also a need to be of the heart right now with people in your life, to make time for friends and family. Maybe you've been kind of distracted, maybe you've been wrapped up. The divine is saying it's a time now to make sure. I feel like there's a message for you that there's some people, a friend or family, who are going through things and they need you. They might not be saying they need you, because to show empathy in this generation or to show love is weakness, right? But I feel like they need you. This can be like family you haven't seen in a while and you just randomly show up. I think it'll mean the world to them. There's a lot in this read, so I think I'll use a bonus for your love life, because also with the 6 of Cups, the Lovers, the 2 of Cups, there's something divine, there's some kind of divine union or some kind of past life connection, but it's its own read. Okay? But there is a decision in Leo's life, and the divine is saying that it's time to... The mind is full of fear because the mind is based off our past, it's based off the culture, the society, the noise. Your heart knows. And they're also saying if you tune into your heart and you'll listen to your heart, you'll make the right choice. Whatever this choice is, whether it's giving this person a second chance, whether it's starting a whole new career, whether it's relocating. It's almost like you're looking for an answer, and only the heart can provide the answer. The mind will talk you out of it. Right? And again, I'm not demonizing the mind. The mind is spectacular. It has a lot of pressure, but it's not the only consciousness. It's not the only wisdom. Right? You have divine wisdom. You have the heart wisdom. You have spiritual wisdom. You have different levels of wisdom. And your job at this time is listen to the heart wisdom, because it's got the answer you're looking for. Okay, so we're going to leave it at that. Like the video, comment, show the love, let me know if this related, and if you want to book in your own personal, it's below. You can join the membership and support me for a cup of coffee a month, and also get access to cool reads. I'll speak to you soon.